Yes, today is Wednesday, and you know that every Wednesday we have our storytelling time. Welcome once again to our storytelling time. So, before we begin with our story, let's have some vocabulary review. Do you still remember this? What is this? What is this for? Yes, it's a paintbrush. Say it together. Paintbrush. Right. It's a paintbrush and it is used for painting. Look, what is this boy doing? What's the boy doing? He is painting. Good job. He is painting. What's the boy doing in this picture? What's he doing? He's taking a nap. He's taking a nap or he's sleeping. Okay. Are you ready for our story? But we will have some vocabulary review for our story today. I'm sure you know what this one is. What is this? What do you call this creature? It's a dragon. Right? Say it with me. Dragon. Dragons are big creatures. Who is this? Who is this one? Who are they? Have you seen them in movies? She's a princess, and they are princesses. Okay, say it with me. Princess. Princess. Good job. Do you know who this one is? What's in the picture? You see them in the hospital. Who are they? They are doctors. Say it with me. Doctor. One more time. Doctor. Great. Okay. Are you ready for our story? Okay. Our story has something to do about dragons. They are dragons. Let's see. The Adventure of Zog. The dragon's name is Zog. Okay, are you ready for our story? If you're ready, I want you to listen carefully, or I have some questions later. The title is Zog. All the dragons in 1 year were learning how to fly. Hi, said Madame Dragon, way up in the sky. Now that you've been shown, you can practice on your own. And you'll all be expert flyers by the time you're fully grown. Zog went off to practice flying fast and free. He soared and swooped and looped the loop, then crashed into a tree. Just then, a little girl named Just then, a little girl came by. Oh, please don't cry, she said. Perhaps you'd like a nice sticky plaster for your head? What a good idea, said Zog. Then up and off he flew, his plaster gleaming pinkly and his zigzag through the blue. A year went by, and in year two, the dragons learned to roar. More, said the dragon. Louder, I implore. Now that you've been shown, you can practice on your own, and you'll all be champion rowers by the time you fully grow. Zog went off to practice. He roared with fearsome force. He kept it up for hours on end. But then his throat grew hoarse. Just then the little girl came by again. She said, "What rotten luck! Perhaps you'd like a nice soothing peppermint to suck." "What a good idea," said Zog. Then up and off he flew, and breathing fumes of peppermint he zigzagged through the blue. A year went by, and in year three the dragons learned to blow. "No," said Madam Dragon, "breathe out fire, not snow. Now that you've been shown, you can practice on your own, and you'll all be breathing bonfires by the time you're fully grown." Zog went off to practice. He blew with all his might. He twirled around in triumph, and his wingtip caught alight. Just then the girl came by again. She said, "You poor old thing, perhaps you'll need a nice stretchy bandage for your wings." "What a good idea," said Zog. Then up and off he flew, his bandage flapping wildly as he zigzagged through the blue. All the year four dragons were learning. Can you guess? "Yes," said Madam Dragon, "how to capture a princess." Now that you've been shown, you can practice on your own. You'll need to capture hundreds by the time you're fully grown. Zog went off to practice. He tried and tried and tried, but he simply couldn't manage. "I'm no good at this," he cried. "I'll never win a golden star." Just then he saw the girl. "Perhaps," she said, "you'd like to capture me? I'm a princess. I'm Princess Pearl." "What a good idea," said Zog. Then up and off he flew, the princess gripping tightly as they zigzagged through the blue. "Ah," said Madam Dragon, "our first princess so far. Congratulations, Zog, my dear. You've won a golden star." Zog was proud and happy, and Pearl felt good as well. She took the dragon's temperatures and nursed them when they fell. "Right," said Madam Dragon. "Here comes a real live knight." Up spoke the knight. "My name," he said, "is Gadabout the Great. I've come to rescue Princess Pearl. I hope I'm not too late." Zog breathed fire and beat his wings. "You can't. She's mine," he roared. "Oh no, she's not," yelled Galabout and waved his trusty sword. The other dragons crowded round and watched them, all agog. Who was going to win the fight, Sir Gadabout or Zog? Then Princess Pearl stepped forward, crying, "Stop, you silly chumps! The world's already far too full of cuts and burns and bumps. Don't rescue me. I won't go back to being a princess and prancing round the palace in a silly frilly dress. I want to be a doctor and travel here and there, listening to people's chests and giving them care." "Me too," exclaimed the knight, and took his helmet off his head. "I'd rather wear a nice and twisty stethoscope," he said. "Perhaps, princess, you'll train me up?" And Pearl replied, "Of course, but I don't see how the two of us could fit upon your horse." Then Zog said, "Flying doctors, I'd love to join the crew. If you let me, maybe If you let me be your ambulance, then I can carry you. Bravo, said Madame Dragon. An excellent career. And all the Year 5 dragons gave a loud and resounding cheer. Then Madame Dragon told the horse, I really hope you'll stay. I'll let you be my pupil's pet and feed you lots of hay. What a good idea, said Zog. Then up and off he flew, the flying doctors waving as they zigzagged through the blue. And that's the end of our story. Actually, this story has a movie. You can watch this on YouTube or other websites. And later, I will show you some movie clips. That's the end of our story. And here's the moral. What's the lesson of the story? Let's all together read this. Be open to learning from others. One more time, please. Be open to learning from others and to be always kind and compassionate with others. Let's read it one more time. Be open to learning from others and to be always kind and compassionate with others. Yes, that's the moral of our story today. Did you like the story? I hope you did. For later, you're going to watch some movie clips. Now it's quiz time. Are you ready? You know the drill, right? You can clap your hands, wave, or you can stand up if that's your answer. The first question, what kind of creature was Zog? What kind of creature was Zog? Is it A, dragon, lion, or tiger? What's the answer? The answer is dragon. Right, good job. If you got the correct answer. Zog was a dragon. Next question. What were the dragons practicing? Look at this picture. What were the dragons practicing? Were they swimming, playing, or flying? Swimming, playing, or flying? What's your answer? Okay, time's up. They were flying, right? They were learning how to fly. Can you fly? Of course, no. Next, what were the dragons practicing? Look at this picture. What were the dragons practicing, or what were they doing? Is it to cry? They were practicing to cry. They were practicing to roar, or they were practicing to sing. What's the answer? The answer is yes, you got it right. They were practicing to roar. They're practicing to roar. Right. What was Zog's last mission to get a golden star? What did Madame Dragon say to the students to get a golden star? Is it to capture a princess, go to school, or learn to fly? What's the answer? The last mission was capture a princess. Right. To capture a princess. What did the princess want to be? What did the princess want to be? Did the princess want to be a teacher, a doctor, or a driver? What's your answer? What did the princess want to be? Yes, that's right. To be a doctor. To be a doctor. Let's read this. I want to be a doctor and travel here and there. That's what the princess said. Okay, we still have time. Let's watch some movie clips. It's about Zog. Okay, if you remembered our story, Zog's last mission was to capture a princess. Let's see, how did it go?
You'll need to capture hundreds by the time you're fully grown.
Zog went off to practice. Tried. And tried. And tried. But he simply couldn't manage.
Ow! I'm no good at this!
He cried.
Pearl! 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 I'm no good at this. Oh.
I'll never win a golden star. Just then, he saw the girl.
Perhaps you'd like to capture me? My name is Princess Pearl.
What a good idea, said Zog. Then up and off they flew. The princess gripping tightly as they zigzagged through the blue.
That was just a short movie clip. Did you like it? What was the movie clip about? It was about capturing the princess. Okay, what did Zog get after capturing the princess? He got, what's this one? What is this called? He got a golden star. That's right. Okay, as much as I'd like you to watch another movie clip, but since our time is just limited, then you can just watch it. You can watch the whole story on YouTube. Okay? Okay, let's do it quickly. Let's find the differences. As many differences that you can. There are 10 differences. You know the drill already. There are two pictures and find the differences. There are two pictures. Find what makes them different. I'm sure you were able to spot at least one. Look at the flowers. Okay, this is picture one, and the other one is picture two. Look at picture one's flowers. Are they the same? No, they're not. Picture one, the flowers are white, but in picture two, the flowers are yellow, right? Are there more? What else can you spot? If you said the wings, then you're right. The wings here are bigger, but in the second picture, they are quite smaller. Good job. What else? Oh, look at these clouds. The clouds, right? Are they the same? No, they're not the same. What else? Can you see some more? All right. So these are the 10 differences. Good job for those who were able to find at least or more than one differences. Good job. And so our time is very short. I will see you all next week. See y'all. Goodbye.